My name's Rick Simony. I'm the Business Development Manager for A Box For You. This is the interior of a standard 12 by 40 one-wall restroom unit. This is a standard piece in our lease fleet. Uses an OSB interior wall panel just like all of our standard modules do. Every 11 inches behind the wall, you have a stud, and then going into those studs, we have bolts every 22 inches. This being a scratch-built unit uses a 6-inch C-channel behind the wall. Another standard feature of all of our units is they use a 100 amp or a 200 amp service panel inside of them. When you bring the electrical inside, we need a minimum of 208 volts to the interior, 208 to 220. The reason for that is that 208 volts, our air conditioner, our PTACs, which are 18,000 BTUs, operate at maximum efficiency. Being a one-walled restroom unit, it has just a standard 8 by 10 restroom piece on the inside of it. It has just a commode inside of it and a sink on the interior. Coming into the main room of our standard 12 by 40 one-wall restroom, you'll notice all the electrical is exposed like it is in all of our units. The reason for that is if there is a blast and the conduit does come away from the wall, you immediately be able to tell if the electrical is torn away from the wall. If there's any breaks in your electrical circuit, you won't want to fire the box back up. Same goes for the communications. All the communications are exposed on our modules. The reason for that again is if there's a break in communications, you don't want to fire the box back up. Another standard feature of all of our lease modules are the correctional facility style lights with the shatterproof cover on the outside and then also a shatterproof shield on the fluorescent bulb on the interior. Another feature of our modules is a smoke detector carbon monoxide sensor that's on the interior of all of them, and then an exit light, exit sign on the interior, also exit lighting, so if the electrical did go out, you'd still be able to see to get out of the box, and your standard fire extinguisher. Then we also have just the standard blast door, like all of our modules. Uses bracing every 11 inches going through the door all the way across. Uses a caisson style handle with a push button exit on the interior so that if anything is blocking the handle on the outside, you can still get out of it. What we have here is the exterior of our typical 12 by 40. It's the most common unit in my fleet. It comes in the 3 different configurations as we told you on the inside. The one wall, the 2 wall, and the 1 wall with a restroom. Some of the uses for this module can be as a lunchroom, a conference room, or just office space on the interior of a plant. It is a little bit wider, as you can see, than a 8 by 40. The 12 by 40 just gives about 4 more feet of interior width than our 8 by 40s. On the exterior of it, just like all of our 8 by 40s, it has the ingress, or where your communications come into the box, and then we also have where your AC power comes into the box. Also, as you can see, it is a flush mounted AC on this unit so that there's no room for anybody knocking their heads on it. With any of our blast modules in the 40-foot length, we have the ability to double stack them and put 2 more on the backside in a configuration of what's called a quad pod. The reason for this is in a refinery, as you all know, sometimes you don't have the space to meet the personnel requirements. So what we do is we stack the units one on top of another, and then have your scaffolding crew put up scaffolding steps and everything so they can enter the buildings on both sides. This gives you the option to just save your space, also condense the area of your blast modules.